Hello and welcome everyone to Intro to Ministry Part 1. I'm Pastor Sion Edgerton and I am very excited and blessed and honored to get to share in these next 8 weeks with you. I honestly just believe that God has some incredible truths that he wants to unfold and reveal to all of us regarding his heart for the world, but more specifically, our place in it. And so I look forward to journeying alongside you as you really discover not only what is it that God is doing in the world? What is his mission? What is this ministry that he calls us into? But more importantly than that, to gain a clearer picture of what exactly it is that your role is in God's work in the world. And so I'm excited to journey with you. There are some courses that are very much content based. And the difference with this particular course is that I am going to be more of a guide on the side versus the sage on the stage. And that serves a couple different purposes. What we're doing in this course is a number of different things. One of the first things that we want to do is really begin to define what mission and ministry even means. And as we're defining what mission and ministry are, we're also going to be discovering a deeper sense of what God's mission is. How is he at work in the world? How has he been at work from the beginning of time at the moment of creation? And how has he continued to be at work on mission in the world to this very present day? And so we'll be defining mission and ministry, discovering God's heart for reconciliation and restoration and redemption, and then also developing a clearer picture of what each of our roles is in God's mission here on earth. And so as we're doing that, I honestly believe that Holy Spirit is going to be the best teacher of all, and I just get the privilege of kind of coming alongside and hopefully being able to coach as I teach and instruct, and really just open the door for God to do what only he can do. So what's really happening in this course is more of a revelation from God himself and less of, hey, here's a bunch of content that I want to teach you. So I'm really excited about that. Another thing that I'm anticipating happening in this course, mostly due to the nature of the content that we're going to be engaging with, is a bit of deconstruction and reconstruction. And in a few weeks, we'll talk a little bit more about that in depth. I don't want that to sound overwhelming or scary at all right now. It's actually a really beautiful practice if we're willing to enter into it and engage with it with an open heart and open mind. I think for a lot of us, just depending on where we were raised, how we were raised, our life experiences, some of the wounds and traumas that we have gone through, there are a lot of things that can get built into our story and into our construct and even into our theology that may not have necessarily been God's original intention and design and his best heart for us. And so part of what we're going to do in this course is a little bit of deconstructing some of the things that have got built into our story, and then really sifting and sorting through those pieces and allowing God to speak life and truth and healing back into some of those pieces so that we can then reconstruct our theology, not only of what is God's mission in the world, what does ministry even mean, and how has he called me to take part in that. And so this is a journey that I've been on for a long time, and the process of deconstruction and reconstruction continues. So it's definitely not something that we ever arrive at, but I can tell you, as someone who has journeyed through this cycle a number of times, it is honestly a beautiful thing. And there is so much healing and so much peace and so much joy to be found in the midst of the deconstruction and the reconstruction. And so I hope that you're ready to join me in that.